Good day, Wonder Nurses. I'm Nurse Anne. I prepared 10 nursing research questions to gauge and refresh your knowledge in this particular subject. I provided 30 seconds in each question, but you can pause if it's not enough. The answer in rationale will be given after the 10 questions. So get a pen and paper. Let's start. Question number 1. If you have difficulty in answering these questions, try to scan your notes or check my simple 12-minute discussion on nursing research. Let's now answer the questions. For question number 1, which type of qualitative research involves the study of feelings and life experiences of the people involved in the study? Qualitative research is associated with quality. It focuses on the respondents than the data collection. A case study is the in-depth study of a person, group, or institution. Ethnographic is the collection of data about cultural groups, while grounded theory involves data collection and data analysis to derive a theory. Therefore, the correct answer is letter C, phenomenological. For question number 2, Nurse Lindsy is making a research paper to complete her master's degree. She needs 100 nursing students as a sample that she will be getting randomly to first year to fourth year students of the same university. In this study, which sampling method is involved? Sampling is the process of selecting a portion to represent the general population. Purposive is a conscious selection of subjects because it involves choosing or handpicking. Snowball or networking is getting a sample by referral, while quota is getting a sample based on their specific characteristics. It is just similar to stratified, but it is not random. Your keyword in this question is the word random, because letter A, C, and D falls under the non-probability sampling. Stratified is under the probability sampling that uses a random selection process to guarantee an equal chance to be selected. For question number 3 and 4, a team of researchers proposed a study on the effect of a low-fat diet on the lipid profile of patients diagnosed with hyperlipidemia. In this study, identify what is the dependent variable and the independent variable. Independent variables are the cause, the treatment variable, and the one being manipulated, while dependent variables are the effect and it is measurable. Therefore, the independent variable is letter A, low-fat diet, and the dependent variable is letter B, lipid profile. And number 5, the researchers define the selected groups and ask their advisor what sample size should be used. They go back to the basics and remember the general rule to consider about sample size, which is 2. The general rule to consider about sample size is to make the sample as large as possible. So the correct answer is letter D. Question number 6. For a study to be considered a randomized controlled trial or true experiment, it must have 3 essential characteristics. Which of the following is not included? Keep this in mind. If you don't know the answer and there is a contradicting choice like letter A and D, one of these are the correct answer. With this trick, you have a 50% of chance getting the correct answer. Going back to the question, remember that experimental research design has 3 elements. It includes randomization, manipulation, and experiment or control group. The correct answer is letter A, because the independent variable is the one being manipulated under experimental research design. Question number 7. This is the type of research design that does not manipulate the independent variable. Research design is the blueprint of nursing research. Quantitative and qualitative researches are the 2 major designs. Under quantitative research, we have experimental research design and non-experimental research design. Quasi, true, and pre-experimental are under the experimental research design. That is the true elements that we discuss in number 6. Randomization, manipulation, and experiment or control group. On the other hand, the non-experimental research design does not manipulate the variables. So the correct answer is letter C. Under this design, we have the descriptive. It studies the relationship and characteristics of a particular subject. This includes the following. Correlational. It is the relationship of one variable to another variable. Comparative. The comparison of groups based on characteristics. Methodological. Use of instruments for testing and evaluation. Finally, survey. Getting the opinion of the target population. Question number 8. Mr. Tan is aware that to determine the type of data to be collected, the researcher must consider the pilot study. Which of the following are the purposes of the pilot study? The correct answer is letter A. The purposes of conducting a pilot study are to evaluate issues about data collection and analysis, to prevent researchers from conducting a large-scale study that might be an expensive failure, and to test new instruments. Number 2 is the primary purpose of a framework. Question number 9. What is the primary purpose of reviewing the literature? In reviewing the literature, you should gather relevant literature, organize it, and use it to strengthen your study. Its major purpose is to recognize what is already known and unknown in the study. So the correct answer is letter B. Question number 10. Mrs. Chamet is already collecting data from her respondents. The method that she is using is gaining opinions or forecasts from a panel of experts. This method is called. In the collection of data, information is collected from the subjects to verify the given hypothesis. There are various methods on how to do it. Interviews are used to collect data from a small group of subjects on a broad range of topics. A questionnaire is the most common, and it is done by giving a set of questionnaires to be completed by the participants. The observation method is an ocular data gathering approach. So the correct answer is letter C.
Thank you for listening. I hope you learn and understand something. If you want more videos, don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next video.